you on. Okay, we good now. Let's talk. Let's talk. Today's subject. We're talking with the world's greatest event planner, Tony Ollie. And you know what? Tony, we're gonna break this whole thing down. When it comes to planning a event, what's the process in planning an awesome event?
Okay, cool. Okay, so first of all, you have to have a client. That's the first thing.
That's important.
That's important. That's important. But you have to have a vision. You have to know what type of event you're planning. You have to know what you want. And then my job as a planner is to kind of put that vision, pull it out of you, and put that vision together. So that's the first thing. We have to know what we're doing, what we want this event to turn out like. That's the first thing. And once we get that vision and we agree on that vision, then we need to start looking at budgets and venues and things like that. So that's the next thing, is to get a good venue. And it can't be just any venue. It needs to be a venue that goes along with your vision.
Okay.
You know, we can't have for example, the luxury lounge. The luxury lounge is a luxury all white, draping on the ceiling, draping on the walls, crystal leather furniture type of venue.
So if you have a $500 budget, you can't get all that.
You can't get all that. If you can't get all that, it would make no sense for me to even suggest to you, Kenya, let's do the workout weekend at the luxury lounge.
And I got a $500 budget. Now let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Is it different planning for, say, a Kenya Crooks weekend versus planning somebody's Sweet 16?
Definitely. Oh, of course, definitely. It's two totally different events. Now, the process is the same, but I have to look at different things. So for somebody's Sweet 16, I'm dealing now with children. So I need to look at all the aspects of a 16-year-old and how they think and what they're going to want. They don't want 80s music. They want some hip hop, glow lights, gold rings in your mouth type of things. They don't want all of that. They don't want to come in there with big afros. You know, some of them may, but they want. So I have to think of the client and the people that I'm dealing with. So that's how I separate the two. The process itself is going to be the same. I'm going to get the proper venue. I'm going to work with their budget. I'm going to get the vision together for that particular event. So the process is all going to be the same, whether I'm planning your workout weekend, somebody's Sweet 16, a baby shower, a wedding. The process, the thought process, and the planning process is going to fall in the same line.
Now, budget-wise, what do you do with a person who really doesn't have a big budget? How do you make that work? Can you work with a person who has a small budget?
I can, but I have different services. So, for example, everybody can't afford a wedding planner.
Okay.
They just can't. That's the reality of it. So we have, I can do a day of coordination.
Okay.
Or I can do some virtual planning for you. That cuts, my fee astronomically.
Okay.
Right? So that saves you a lot of money. Okay. Another thing that I can do is I have a lot of clients that come and they got pictures that they done got from Beyonce's wedding, somebody wedding.
But they still have a $500 to $1,000 to
right.
$3,000.
And I have to reel them back in and say, this is like $1 million wedding pictures that you're showing me.
Right.
So in that case, what I try to do is I try to get them to refocus and tell me what it is about these pictures that you like. What is it? Tell me something that you like about this. Pull something out of here that we can get for you on your budget and incorporate it into your event so that you can have this same feel, but you might not have these same things, but we can give you some of the same feelings. And that tends to make them feel a little bit more comfortable and make them feel like, okay, I can get something. Instead of me saying, girl, I ain't gonna be able to do that. I can't do that, because they're totally gone now. I done lost the whole client and everything.
Now, let me ask you this, because everybody thinks that they can do what you do. Everybody thinks that they got an auntie or sister who can do what you do. What's the difference between a country event planner and the real deal? event
Okay.
planner like yourself?
Good question. And I have an example of that. I just got off the phone with somebody that has that same scenario because people feel like they've planned their cousins, uncle, sisters, brothers, baby cousins wedding.
The family reunion person.
Right, the family reunion person. It's not as easy as it looks because when the client gets there, all you see is the finished product. You don't see the meetings, the consultations, the vendors that we have gone through. You don't see that we have to go and make sure that all of the little details are there. Prime example, I just got off the phone with someone who let her friend plan her wedding.
Her friend?
A friend. She's calling me crying because she's planning this wedding. She ain't ordered not one invitation, not one. And they don't have an official. They don't even have anybody to marry them. She didn't even think about that.
So they don't have. So they don't have Kirk Franklin to preside over their wedding. They don't. No. Oh, okay. They don't have
Kirk Franklin, Scooby Doo. Nobody. They don't have nobody.
Al Jarreau.
No, none of them.
No. Okay.
Al B. Sure. They don't have.
Al B. I think they Al ain't sure.
Right.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this too. Have you ever had to clean up somebody's mess like that to where they started off with somebody who were their relative, the person who planned out the family reunion and thought they could do it? Have you ever had to clean up somebody's mess? And how much stuff did you have to untangle in terms of starting this thing over and put it on the right track?
Yeah, I do that all the time. We're always, as planners, and not just me, I know other planners do it, but I do it all the time. And basically, it's pretty much like starting over. When you come to another planner or you come to a planner for the first time after you have planned your wedding, and we have to decipher, because now I have to call all these people that you think that are going to be at your wedding. You know, this photographer that's your cousin's brother that you don't have no contract for. And then I'm calling him and he was like, well, they ain't paying me no money. They didn't really tell me, so I'm not going to be here. I have to start over. So basically, I'm starting from the beginning. And if you calling me and it's 2 weeks before your wedding, now I'm up all day and all night. I have to stop everything else I'm doing.
Everything you doing.
Everything else I'm doing because I have to fix this mess that you done made for the last 10 months. And
so you be getting your Iyanla Vanzant Fix My Life on.
Right. Definitely. Fix my life, fix my wedding. Please don't let me go through this. What do I need to do? You know, so now you've wasted not only the money that you've paid, because you paid out money to people. I don't know where you done paid it to because I haven't seen a contract, but now you got to pay again. So in essence, it's been more beneficial for you to get a planner. If you can't do full planning, at least let somebody do some virtual planning for you, or do some same day coordination, or give you some type of, all planners offer, they do a meeting, a consultation, so we can put you on the right track and give you, some guidelines and some checklists. This is what you need to do, and this is when you need to do it. Because when you come crying at the last minute, sometimes we can't fix it. Like this one, I can't do nothing with it because I'm booked. I can only
look, even with the stuff that we're doing keeps you busy, but even with the other stuff that you're doing, you're always busy. Have you had to turn down people because you're so busy?
I have had to turn down people, but that is what had me. I created my virtual planning. That's where that service came.
Tell me about that.
Okay, so our virtual planning is just like almost like same day planning. I can virtually plan from here, and you could be anywhere in the world. I have a bride that's in Germany. I will talk you through. I meet with you. We do online meetings. We do phone meetings. We have plenty of emails. Well, I'm pretty much planning your wedding, but I'm here. I'm not there with you, but I'm guiding you step by step for what you need to do. The only difference is that I will not be there with you on your wedding day. But I have planned your wedding and picked out your vendors, and I am so confident that your wedding will go through without a flaw that I don't need to be there. Now, if you want me to be there, I'll come. You just, we're gonna have to talk about the fee, but I'll come.
Right.
But there's really no need for me to be there because I have helped you and guided you through. and make sure that you have the right vendor so that your wedding will go through without me being there.
So basically, you set up the blueprint and tell these people how to have the perfect wedding or how to have a perfect event. Let me ask you this. If I'm trying to decide between Joe Blow in the city of Atlanta, and I have to choose between Tony Ali, why am I going to choose the world's greatest event planner, Tony Ali? Why am I going to choose you over somebody else? What do you offer that nobody else has?
Okay. Well, what I can offer, my niche, every planner has their own niche, but my niche is that stress-free, hands-on type of planning. I am the type of planner that I want my clients, once we get the vision and everything is agreed upon, I have the okay. I want my clients to come to their event, enjoy their event, and leave. You don't have to worry about, is it going to be set up right? Is it going to be open? Are we at the right place? What does it look like? You don't have to worry about all of that because you know that you are in good hands. I'm very hands-on all the way through the process, not just sometimes, not just up until the day of. On the day of the event, I am there the whole time. I'm making sure that not only is the event and the vendor is taken care of, but you as a client are taken care of, that you're straight, that you feel good about your event. And once the event is over, you know that you can walk out the door and leave. And I'm still going to be there because I want to make sure that everything is broken down. I want to make sure it's put back in place. Whatever needs to be done, you can go ahead and leave.
And let me also say this too. You're the best to do what you're doing. I've had a lot of event planners in the past, but you are hands down, feet down, the best to ever do it. And I'm so glad you're on my team. If anybody who's watching this has the opportunity, has the honor and the privilege to work with this lady, please do, because she's awesome. She's doing my tour, my workout weekend. She does everything that I do, even the opening for my hair salons, she's doing, because she does everything in excellence. And you can trust her to execute the plan. And that's the beauty of working out. And talking about working out, that's on my mind. We're working with this beautiful lady. So how can they find you?
They can find me. You can email me at tony@joyful-occasions.com. I have a website. It's www.joyful-occasions.com. You can find me on Facebook, Joyful Occasions. You can find me on Instagram, Joyful Occasions.
You everywhere.
Huh?
I say you everywhere. Right.
Everywhere. Or you can call me. My phone number is on the website if you forget, but it's 706-304-0062. And I'm going to be on Blab, so Blab with me. Blab.
That's what's up. And also, we're going to do something every Wednesday. So y'all stay tuned for that, too, because we want you to have awesome events, awesome parties. Because everybody has, if you're a person that's about something, you should have something to celebrate. And again, we're going to bring you the best event planner on the planet. So we're going to give it to you. So y'all be good. We'll see y'all again next week. I'm Kenya Crooks. This is Tony Ali, the world's greatest event planner. And we're out of here. Y'all be good and be blessed.
Bye, y'all. Be blessed. Let's see. How we going to turn this off? Hang on. Okay.